Hello, welcome to Lucy's Vision Decode. This is a segment on my channel, Lucy's Vision, where I decode any character type or anything, or hidden messages or whatever. I decode it. Okay, so I find out with this me decoding these character types, I find their characteristics, their character type, and how it may resonate with the collective as well as me, because I was guided to do the decoding of old childhood shows I used to watch as a child, and I find that to be very significant because what I found out with that is that the shows that we watch when we were children resonate with our character type within ourselves that we do not know, on how we think, how we respond to things, how we react to things, our personality traits, and also gifts that we may have, that it will start to it's going to make sense, and you guys going to it's going to make sense soon, and you guys are going to understand what I mean by gifts, because a lot of changes is going to come into our future where these character decoding that I'm doing is going to resonate in the near future. Okay, so that's what I do as far as for this segment. Lucy Vision Decode is where I decode hidden messages, knowledges, or anything that I need to decode. So right now I'm doing characters from our childhood shows that we used to watch growing up. Okay, so today's character type, wow, this is a very long intro, I apologize. Today's character type that we're doing is Dora the Explorer. I was not planning on doing hers today. I didn't even write her down on the list that I have to do, but literally today I channeled Dora. I kept channeling the song or the saying from Dora Explorer when it came to the map, or not the map. They said backpack, 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 backpack. So in that show, Dora the Explorer, I know when they were singing that song, that means that they were ready to go on a journey. They were packing things into their backpack to go on a adventure. They were going to explore, what they wanted to explore for that day. So, or for that, I don't know how long they explore for, but they will go on a journey. So every time they were going on a journey, they would pack their stuff in their little backpack, backpack, or they would do that song when they need to get something out of their backpack, like get something that they need, like a resource or a tool that they may need to fix a problem to help them along their journey. So it could be either or for that, but it was also, when they needed something, they would do that little song, backpack, backpack, and they would look into the backpack and they would give us choices and stuff. If you guys are familiar with the show, then you know that part of the show. So I kept channeling that show. I'm like, okay, so I guess I'm doing Dora the Explorer. I was not planning on doing her. I actually forgot about me watching that show growing up. But I'm like, okay, I can do Dora. And another thing that stood out to me about her is that she reminds me, when it comes to her, her outer appearance, like how she dressed, it reminds me of the character Dee Dee from Dexter, Helga from Hey Arnold, I feel like there's somebody else. Timmy Turner. Okay, do you guys notice the pattern when it comes to their color of their clothing? What stood out to me, they each wearing pink. The color, you see I got a lot of pink in my room. The color pink means something. I'm going to find this out. I'm going to decode the color pink, but that's going to be a different decoding section I'm going to do. But right now I'm just focusing on the characters. But there's something about the colors that's standing out when it comes to these characters. Is the colors, and each of these characters that I just named, which was Helga, Hey Arnold, Dee Dee from Dexter, Dora the Explorer, and Timmy Turner. Okay, so they are wearing pink. Something significant about the color pink, and I don't believe it's a coincidence at all, because that Something regarding color has been popping up in my vision as well, and I've been channeling that as well. I just never got around to like decoding what the color means, the spiritual meaning of colors. But color plays a huge part of something. So there's a hidden message within colors that I will decode. But that's going to be a separate segment, or not a segment because this is part of decoding. It's going to be a separate thing that I'm going to do. But right now I'm just focusing on the character type. Okay, so let's just get started with the channel message that I got. What I got with Dora, she's an explorer. She's very curious. She had gifts. She has gifts, and her gift is to speak to animals and bring things to life with her touch. You know, so I'm going to find a correct name for these type of gifts, because I know there's a name for this, where she could speak to any type of life form. It's not just animals. She could speak to any life forms, any life. It doesn't matter if it's animals, trees, does not matter. She could speak to them and communicate with them. And also she could bring objects to life. She could like really just touch things. Like, let's just say this is like a perfume bottle. She could touch a perfume and bring it back to life. Bring it to life. It's like it's something regarding energy and her, like she's like literally the touch of life. I don't know how that sounds, but it's like she would touch something, or her energy, if she wants it, like if she wish it, it comes to life. That's what I'm getting when it comes to her. So let's go back to when I said that she's an explorer. She's an explorer because she would always go to an adventure. She would always go on a journey. Like, if you guys are familiar with the show, we all know that she would go on a journey. She would go on an adventure. She would always go with her monkey, forgot his name. And sometimes her cousin Diego, I think that's her cousin, right? So she would always go on a journey with her monkey. Each place is different. Each episode was different. It wasn't always the same place. But what I found about that, the whole exploring things, she traveled to different worlds and realms. She didn't just, walk down the street, going around the neighborhood. And this girl was a child, mind you. She wasn't going around the neighborhood. No. Dora was too advanced for that. She was too much gifted in that. The show minimized how gifted this girl was. And not only how gifted she was, how special she was. It was like literally Dora in her world. Dora the Explorer is its own world. But the thing is that it's not just her world that's shown to us. She travels to different realms and different worlds. She was for some reason I want to say time traveler, but I don't know why. But that's what I'm getting to. But she traveled to different realms and worlds. Like, she was like she would go through portals or something like that. And I feel like she was a portal, which remind me of Mindy. She reminded me of Mindy, but like she's the opposite of Mindy, because Mindy, she comes off as like mean and blunt. Dora, she's very cheery, very happy, optimistic, positive vibe, positive attitude. She also give me mothering vibes, even though she's a child. She just gives that off to me. She's like a mediator too. Like, when things were arise, she knows how to like calm things down. So she's a mediator to me as well. She knows how to she knows how to de-escalate chaos and problems. She knows how to do that. But she was a walking portal. She was literally a walking portal. She would just travel to different realms with her monkey. Don't know his name. If I find out his name, I'm going to edit it, you guys. I'm going to edit it. But yeah, she would do that a lot. So I'm like, oh, I never noticed that. As a child, you just watch your show. But when you get older, you start to understand things more. And that's definitely what I came to understand with her. There's noise. It is loud. But this might be part of the channeling, because, anything that happens in my channeling, it resonates. Okay, so let's go with the other thing. So she can bring things to life. She has a touch of life. She can literally touch anything and bring it to life. Like, you see this? You can't see this fan, but I have a fan right here. She can just touch it. It comes to life. Like, she has a touch of life. She can communicate with any type of life form, not just animals, but any type of life form, and she can bring things to life. Objects. I wrote objects down, but it could be anything, really. things that we normally don't seem like it's not alive, or she can bring it to life. So objects and things. If it has some type of energy, I don't know. I don't even know if it has to have energy. It's just she just brings it to life. She brings things together. She brings people together as well, which remind me of a lot of character that I did. Was it Pocahontas? I believe it was Pocahontas that I said brings people together, or was it somebody else? There's a lot of character that I did that brought people together. I did so many, so I don't recall exactly which one was that one, but there was one that I did that brought people together. That's just who she reminded me of as well. She brings people together. She brings different people from different backgrounds together. I'm thinking Tarzan. I think it was Tarzan that I said that. It could have been Tarzan. And then she does have similarities to Tarzan because she does communicate to animals. So I don't know. So very interesting with that. A lot of things that I written down when it came to her, not only was she a traveler or a time traveler, or both, and she explored worlds and realms, people were drawn to her. Like any type of life forms were drawn to her light. She has a pure soul. Her light was very, very bright, and people could sense that. People would gravitate towards her. I believe Swiper, the one that little fox, she said, "Swiper, no swiping." He will always like do things to like cause trouble to her, but I feel like he just wanted her attention, because he was drawn to her. He wanted to be part of their group, but the way that he would do it is to cause problems for her, to the point where she has to like pay attention to him so that she can fix the problem that he did and address him. But I feel like people were drawn to her light, which remind me of Snow White. Oh, it could have been Snow White who I said bring people together. It could have been Tarzan and Snow White. I don't know. But she remembers Snow White when it comes to that. It's like people are drawn to her light. She could command life. Because remember I said, swiping, no swiping. She could just say that and he will stop. She has the power or the gift to command things to her will. Like she could bend to, like, I don't know what it's called, word bending or something. I don't even know if that's a thing. It's a thing today. She has the gift of word bending. Like she can command you to do things. Like basically control you with her words and stuff like that. So but I don't feel like she doesn't use it as a malicious intent. It's just like she commands you to stop. It's like an authority figure. Like I said, even though she's a child, she comes off to me as a mothering figure. Like, because the way that she treats people, the way that she behaves, she was very mature for her age. But she commands things, but like an authoritative way. Because again, when I said, if you go back to the beginning, when I said that in her world, it's literally her world. It's literally her world. It's like she has the power, she has the control, she has the gifts, and she brings things to life, and life is drawn to her light. They are all drawn to her. And that's a lot. That brings me to another channel message I got with this. She lives in a virtual reality. I'm like, oh yeah, she does, because like remember she would always ask the viewers to like select things, and like she would always ask us questions. She lives in a virtual reality, like a computer game. Type of computer game, and this reminds me of Jimmy Neutron and Timmy Turner, which I'm gonna do another video on Timmy Turner because I got a channel message for this with that character last night, Timmy Turner. So I'm gonna do another video on him, a lot of decoding. But the reason why she reminds me of Jimmy Neutron and Timmy Turner, Jimmy Neutron. Remember I told you about his animation? He stood out amongst all the cartoons. It's because his animation was CG or CGI, whatever. And I said that his world reminded me of a video game. Like he was like some type of Sims character. Timmy Turner and Jimmy Neutron had like I guess like an episode where they switch worlds, or they connected worlds together. I feel like that's significant too, because Jimmy Neutron, Timmy Turner, and Dora the Explorer all connects when it comes to virtual reality. They live in different virtual reality type of game, computer game type of world. So I feel like each of these characters are connected, and they signify something when it comes to virtual reality, aka the Matrix, which we all live in the Matrix. Remember I said that we live in a false reality. This is a Matrix. It's run by a computer. It's run by like some type of unit, but it's like a computer that's controlling this. It's like a program computer unit that's programming this reality. And I don't know, this is what I channeled with these characters. So I wrote that down. And I said that she travels to different worlds and realms, and I said that she is the portal. But I also got the message that she's the key, whatever that means. But that's what I got with the channel messages when it comes to Dora the Explorer. So collective, how does the character Dora the Explorer resonate with you? Very interesting. With this character type, you have gifts that you may not even know that you have, or you probably don't know because no one actually awakened their gift yet to that extent, like to this extent. Like her gifts is like advanced, so no one actually awakened that gift to her advance yet. But in the near future, I did see, because you guys know I'm a seer, I did see people awakening to their gifts. Like I seen it. It's not just I read it in the book or was watching video. No, I seen it firsthand. That is something that will happen in our future. So you may have similar gifts like Dora the Explorer, like able to communicate with animals, at least communicate with different beings, extraterrestrials and stuff like that. You have that type of gift. You may be a time traveler. What's with my accent today? You may be a time traveler. You may be a traveler, some kind of astral traveler, something like that, to a point where you could travel to different realms and other worlds and beyond the veil. So I feel like collective, you may be someone who's gifted like Dora the Explorer. You may share similar gifts. Another thing when it came to Dora, you may be someone who is a pure soul, pure light that many people are drawn to. People are drawn to your aura, your energy, who you are as a person. People can sense that you are a light being, a person that is very positive. So oftentimes you may notice that people come to you and act like tell you their whole life story, because people feel comfortable around you, because people are so drawn to you and people want your attention because of your light. Another thing about Dora the Explorer character type is because I feel like she's so advanced. She's very she's higher consciousness, like a lot of brain power. Just like Jimmy Neutron, a lot of brain power. Her, Timmy Turner, because Timmy Turner, I said he was a powerful manifester. So yeah, a lot of you guys may have a lot of like your higher consciousness, your cognitive mind is very active, like hyper active. When I talk about active, I mean hyper, to a point where you're tapped in. So that's what I'm getting with her. You have a higher consciousness. It's very advanced for someone. It's very advanced compared to other people, especially as Homo sapiens. Your higher consciousness is it's expanded and it's advanced. That's what I'm getting. You have gifts, and you're very smart. And I feel like you like to bring things together. You like to bring people together. You like to bring things together. Something about togetherness. You like unity. You're all about unity. You're all about unity. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I was getting with this character. This is all channel messages that I got literally today. Because I wasn't expecting to do her reading, her decoding today. So I don't even need my tarot. This is all channeled. Very interesting. Her character is like, she's very gifted, very advanced. So I'm gonna leave it here, collective, because this is all the channel message that I got when it came to this character. You may resonate with this character type. You may be someone who has a very nurturing energy to you. You get to nurture things. You're very empathic as well. That's what I got too. You're very empathic. So I'm going to leave it here, collective, and thank you for watching. Bye. Lacey out.
Goodbye.